Alright guys, I got my transmission apart, and yeah, there's a lot of obvious problems, like all these gears, all the gear bushings and bearings are pretty bad. I even got one that's on a spline shaft that it feels like the splines are worn out on this one right here. But regardless of all that, I was wondering about these shifter forks. Now, okay, like this one here, the fingers are in this groove here, and I went by the manual, and I did all the measurements the manual said, and the fingers that ride in this groove are way within spec. They're really good. They're a lot tighter than the max the manual was talking about. It said they should be less than 0.5 millimeters, and the worst one is about 0.3, and these two I can barely fit a 0.2 in. So that side's good of it, but it's the other side that the pin that seems to have the play. I mean, does that look like too much play? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really have a spec for that. It only gives the spec for the top side, and not the pin side that goes into the groove of the shifter drum, which I'll show you in a second. But let's see, this, I don't know if that's too much or if that's fine. Where's this one at? Oh, it's right here. And then this one's about, okay, now I'll take this out and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Alright, let's do that with one hand. And this one that's closest to the clutch, if you compare it to the other ones, it took on a little bluing color from getting hot, kind of like that bluing. So it's gotten hot, but so this pin, which looks worn, visually looks worn. I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but it rides in the slot. Let me see if I can get the light to look a little better. And that slot is where the play is. And that's got to be more than a 0.5 millimeter. And they're all like that. And I'm not sure how, if that's a problem or it's not. It's not mentioned in the manual at all. And then another strange thing is, and they're all like that. All three of them are like that. That pin visually looks like it has wear. And then another strange thing is these, both my shafts here, the shaft has that much play. I don't know if that's normal, but it don't look right to me, There's nothing that should be just that loose. Don't seem like to me, at least. But yeah, my biggest problem is these pins that ride in the groove of the shift drum. Let's see if I can pull this one out too. That visually looks worn. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Let me know.